Hey guys, today we're going to be modifying my Project 150 mile/hour RC car because unfortunately I've snapped it in half. So this is part 6 of the build. If you have a look in the description, there'll be a link to the full build series. But just to give you a quick catch up guys, this is an FTX Banzai which I've completely transformed with a custom wooden chassis, a custom 3D printed body and 2 big 4S power systems. And unfortunately guys, the wooden chassis is just not strong enough. A few good hits on a curb, or in the case of this crash, one big hit, it's just going to destroy the chassis, and in this case it has snapped it in half. And here guys, we have the perfect solution. In here guys, we have a fully bespoke custom carbon fiber long wheelbase chassis designed especially for this car. Guys, this thing is a work of art. The finish on it is absolutely astonishing. And guys, a massive shout out and thank you to Rob from RC Mann for custom making this chassis for me. He's supporting this build massively. This chassis is going to make the car so much stronger and so much more stable, being so much longer. And he's even made a second one here for me, so in case I ding this one and break it, then we've always got a spare one. But guys, this is carbon fiber. It's probably never going to break. So guys, a massive thank you to RC Mann. If you have a look in the description, there'll be a link to where you can find him. So now what we're going to do, guys, is get everything off the old chassis and put it onto this new beautiful carbon fiber one. Yes, mate! Check it out guys, front and rear bulkheads are on the chassis, and guys, you can really see how much longer it is than it used to be. So next guys, let's get the motors in there. So that's pretty much everything on the chassis now guys, and just to quickly talk you through the layout before we get the batteries in, I'm going to have the batteries at the front here as it was before to keep the nose nice and heavy. I've moved the ESCs more into the middle here because in that way they're nice and close to the front of the car, because these battery leads here are quite short. They won't actually connect with the batteries if they're much further back. And then also guys, it means that these switches are nice and close to these little corners of the back of the car here. And the reason why I've put them there instead of in the middle is because at Rossa, where hopefully we'll be able to do 150-mile-an-hour runs with this car, you need to put the car in a queue before you go for a run. So if we can have the car in the queue all ready to go with the battery plugged in and the body on, what I can do is when it's my turn, literally just go around to the back of the car, reach in and switch on the switches right there. If the switches are in the middle, then I have to undo the body, switch the car on, close the body, and then it's all just a bit of a faff if I'm honest guys. So if I can have them right at the back here, just switch them on like that, it's much easier. You may have noticed I've just taken out the servo because I'm actually thinking of changing it. I might not change it, but if I do, then it's already out of the way for us. So next guys, let's go ahead and get the batteries in. Check it out guys, that is now everything all on the chassis, and look how much extra space we've got. If ever we need more batteries or more motors and ESCs, then we are definitely gonna have the space to accommodate for that all. Guys, this thing's gonna be absolutely lethal. I can't wait to get it out for more runs. So next guys, let's have a look at the body shell, because obviously with this much longer chassis, we're going to need a much longer body as well. So here is the new and improved body shell, guys. As you can see, obviously, we've gone for a brighter colour to make it easier when we're going down the road. It's also much longer, as you can see, but I actually have decided to keep the same 3D printed composition and keep that same shape as well. I do think it's got some good potential in it. And to make sure that this doesn't happen again and we completely obliterate the body every time the car has an incident, what I've done is, as you can see at the front here, is I've extended the front splitter. So in that way, the body sits slightly behind it. So then that way, if we have an impact, it doesn't just go straight to the body shell. So let me get this on the car so you can kind of see how it all fits. So as you can see, guys, it all rolls nice and freely as per before. The only difference now is that at the front here, as you can see, we've got this extra lip of carbon fibre. To prevent this from shattering altogether, guys, I'm even tempted to maybe in the future use this body shell here as a mould, so I can like form the conventional polycarbonate plastic over the top of this like normal RC body shells have. But for the time being, I actually quite like using this PLA here because it's nice and light. As you can see, it's perfectly rigid. It's not going to deform in the wind or go anywhere. So for the time being, I'm quite happy using the PLA. This little splitter at the front is definitely going to help. I reckon it's definitely time to get some of these RC Mann stickers on here, guys. Tell you what, guys, I should probably get some of my own stickers made as well. There we go, guys, much better. So that's the chassis all on the car now, guys. I cannot wait to give this thing another run. It's going to be completely transformed. Once again, I've got to give a massive shout out and thank you to Rob from RC Mann for custom making me this beautiful carbon fibre chassis. Once again, there's a link in the description to where you can find him. And so in the next video with this car, guys, we're going to be making a few final finishing touches before we can go testing again in the video after that. And hopefully with this new setup, guys, we should be able to get closer to that 150-mile-an-hour goal. So if you want to watch all that, make sure that you're subscribed and that you've pressed the notification bell. But for now, that's it from me. I hope you have a brilliant day all week ahead. I'm going to see you next time in the next video. Bye.